Ooh, here's a name I can say from the Eradicator.
Hello and welcome back to this channel. Everybody, this is the Eradicator, and in this video we are going to once again be talking about the Star Citizen Alpha 3.8.0 Etch patch. This is, of course, these are leaks brought to you again by the Star Citizen Leaks Discord channel. And before we move on, guys, I wanted to do a little bit of retcon. Unfortunately, yesterday it was announced that CIG was working on the 30k errors, or at least how to prevent the hindrance of the 30k errors. You know, if you are a trader and you are victim, I would say, or you have to deal with some of those server crashes, well, you are losing your ship and you are losing your cargo, which can make you lose millions of alpha UEC. Unfortunately, it appears that this was not confirmed by the evocatis. So yeah, we have to rectify that. Apparently, this was a mistake. Sometimes it happens, which is why I always encourage people to always take those leaks with a grain of salt, because you never know what can happen, right? Anyway, that being said, let's have a quick look at what is being done here in the PTU patch, because this one, guys, gotta tell you that this one is looking quite good. This almost looks like a release candidate for the wider PTU, if you'd ask me. So let's have a look and let's see what this is about. It is, of course, not featuring all of the intended features, but that is eventually going to be done throughout the month of this month of December. The testing focus is still the camera and look ahead mode updates and gameplay and traversal. Melee combat, hijack 890 jump mission, updated patrols, and bounty missions. The list of known issues is surprisingly short. I'm quite baffled with what I'm seeing. Basically, they just have about 5 lines, which is quite crazy. Personal transport beacons do not broadcast. The Vanguard Sentinel is incorrectly named Harbinger on Aesop and Comms channel. That's actually no big deal. Caribou missions item fall through the flooring. This is something that absolutely needs to be fixed, I think, even before it goes to the PTU, in my opinion. But again, maybe we never know. Maybe CIG will have another opinion, and that is, up to their discretion, obviously. The mining and tractor beam on the Prospector are misaligned with the gimbal reticle. This is also a bug that has been here since the beginning of this 3.8 evocati PTU and still hasn't been fixed. So of course, if you are a miner, obviously this is an issue, right? They've added quite a couple of new features here. They've added a criminal infraction for battery. I like that very much, if you'd ask me. Does that mean that finally pad rammers are going to be considered as criminals and are not just going to have a fine? Are they going to have a crime stat if you commit battery? But what if it's accidental? Is it going to be considered battery? I don't know. This is something that I think needs to be balanced. But if you'd ask me, this is definitely going towards the right direction, especially for those who are committing pad ramming at the stations and they get a crime stat, then the stations are going to be firing at those players who regularly commit pad ramming. So that is excellent news to me, especially when we're going to have prison gameplay. So they commit these battery infractions. They said they pad ram a couple of players. They get shot down by one of those turrets, and then they get to prison. That is going to be awesome. They've also added a keybind or hold, actually, to deselect a target. This is nice, but you can always select another target, I think. They've also reworked the target focus into the new look ahead setup, such as is called look at selected target, apparently. Don't know what this is. Maybe there's going to be a key that will make the character look at it, perhaps. They also use the selected target set look ahead type to experimental. So that means that under flight targeting, there is a keybind to look at selected target, which can be set as a toggle or a hold once a target is selected, and in view toggle or hold, and the pilot will view and follow the target until they get out of a certain threshold. Additionally, in the game setting, you can define the strength of look at target. The old target focus behavior is still available under the legacy setting, apparently. They've also updated the range setting for the look ahead mode, so they're working a lot on the look ahead mode, actually. Let's have a look at the features. They've updated the atmosphere for Yela. By the way, the pictures you are seeing are from the previous patch. So this is the G patch that you are looking at. Now it's the H patch. So when we are looking at Yela, there's some of the previous pictures there. Let's go back to Yela here. This is the old atmosphere. This does not reflect what is happening right now. They've also disabled the canopy interaction during content travel on more ships. So apparently when we are in content travel, we cannot use the canopy, which is great. No more accidental exits in content travel if you have one of those small ships that can have a cockpit that can open. And a couple of bug fixes as well. Hallelujah, guys. The elevator at Area 18 and Lorville should now work. Ships should now be climbable at the A. So players should no longer get stuck on a black screen when exiting Arena Commander. Bindings for target scanning control should now be visible in the binding menu. They corrected the target name string for the hijacked 890 jump. The AI should now react to the Animus missile launcher being fired. So now they know that it's actually a missile launcher and that they can be killed by it. The Defender's quantum travel effect should no longer be too far forward of the ship. Ships should no longer crash into the planet using orbital marker quantum travel. That is a big improvement indeed. The 890 and the Reclaimer should no longer immediately be destroyed upon spawn. My gosh, that was a fun one. Also the rest stop elevator should now properly work. The body of the P6LR should no longer be replaced. They fixed 6 server crashes and 6 additional client crashes. This is looking good to me, guys. If you'd ask me, I think that we are on our way. Probably we're going to have a couple more evocati patches, but I'm pretty sure by the weekend, it is going to be in the hands of level 1 PTU members. If you'd ask me, that's my personal bet here. What is going to be by the end of this week will be on the 13th, and that's probably going to give an extra week here until the holiday season. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Maybe it could actually come even on Wednesday or Thursday. And then we're gonna have about a week or so of PTU, and then it will be in the PU as scheduled before the holiday season. So this is looking pretty good, guys. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I am quite excited about what we saw here. I think that we are close to a release candidate, and this is going to be the word of the thumbnail. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This month, I am giving away a celebration gear pack. So if you want to have all that beautiful flair from the expo, you want to have clothes at the image of your favorite ship manufacturers, like a t-shirt or hat in-game, all you need to do to get a chance of winning is to be a YouTube subscriber and to comment to any videos posted this month. The winner will be announced during Christmas Eve. Also, for all the Patreons out there, I am giving away an Envil C8 Pisces. This is actually a donation from one of the fellow community members, Dark Sparrow. So shout out to Dark Sparrow for standing up for this community and giving away this beautiful LTI Pisces. All you need to do to get a chance of winning is to be a Patreon subscribers. Patreon pledges start at $1 a month, and they really help this channel a lot to bring to you daily content, and as well as monthly giveaways as well, and more surprises to come in 2020. That's all for this video, guys. Stay tuned to the channel because I will be back on Twitch later. We'll be streaming, we'll be renting combat ships, and we'll be testing different combat ships over the next couple of days before we get to 3.8 PTU. I want to make a series here for the YouTube channel about combat ships, so stay tuned to the channel. This is the Eradicator. I am signing out.